Hello everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Ifa-Orisa, and next to me is renowned author Chief Ayo Salami, who is a renowned author and renowned Babalawo from Nigeria. Chief, before we start going to the interview, can you please tell everyone a little bit about your background?
Well, I will try to keep it simple. I was born into the union of Chief and Mrs. Ayo Salami. We were originally Muslims. My father converted to Christianity, and today I'm a Babalawo. I started my stint with Ifa in my university days, during my university education. I give all this credit to Professor Wande Abimbola, Awushe Agbaye. May Olodumare bless him because he's instrumental to what I am today. And I started, learning about Ifa around 1985, and up till today, I'm still learning.
Chief, are you familiar with the Accord of the Oba Oriate of South Florida?
Yes.
I would like to read to you a passage from the Accord, and I want to ask you a few questions about some of the pronouncements that were made in that particular document.
Okay.
Specifically, according to Article 4 of the Accord, the Oba Oriates of the Lukumi tradition of South Florida state, we emphatically reiterate that the practices of the Lukumi religion and those of the traditional Yoruba religion are completely and unequivocally different. As such, we do not currently share any common ritual practices that link us. We consider both religious systems to be totally and unequivocally separate and independent of one another. Chief, do you agree or believe that the Lukumi Cuban tradition and the Yoruba tradition are completely and unequivocally different and incompatible?
That's amusing, because like a verse of Ifa that says a river that forgets its origin is going to dry up. The Lukumi system, like we all know, originated from Nigeria. I have had stints with Lukumi priests who had come from all the way from Cuba, from Venezuela, from Argentina, from South America generally, even some from the US, who were Lukumi priests before. I have not had the opportunity of going there to see what they practice, but they were here to tell me what they are, what they do, and I've been able to compare with our practices, our rituals there. And I discovered that 90% of what they do there is, the same thing with what we do here. The 10%, I will say, is as a result of the separation from the motherland, because Ile-Ife is the origin from where Orunmila started these practices, and it has spread throughout the entire world. So, if from the analysis of the Lukumi priest we have this marked similarities, then I don't see how the Lukumi will now claim that they are a separate body and that what they are is separate from the original Ifa tradition. No, I don't agree with that.
Now, according to the terms of the Accord, the Oba Oriates have stated that they do not recognize the consecration or ordination of any individual who has been initiated in Nigeria, and therefore they will be not allowed to participate in any Lukumi rituals. Now, I would like to turn the tables. When priests of the Lukumi tradition and the diaspora come to Nigeria, do the Yoruba priests, do they accept or recognize their ordinations in the Lukumi system?
Yes. Of course, like I just mentioned now, I have had priests who came in from Venezuela, even from Spain, who were ordained in the Lukumi system. When they came, what we need to verify before they will be allowed into our inner purpose room is to be certain that they were actually ordained Babalawo, irrespective of whether in the Lukumi system or originally in the African system. And in as much as we have been able to ask them some pertinent questions, that is a pointer or an indication that gives us the assurance that they have been initiated, they are allowed in to participate fully.
Well, Ayo, this begs the question: why, in your opinion, certain Lukumi priests in the diaspora refuse to recognize or convey the same respect to those who have been initiated in Nigeria and allow them to enter their, secret rooms when they perform their rituals?
Well, you see, I've had this discussion, over time with several people. One of the factors that I think I adduce to this is because those people who don't allow African trained priests to allow, who don't allow them into their own initiation grounds, it's because they've not been here to know what we do. And I would rather say I'm sorry, because I think the underlying factor is like, trying to protect a kind of economic source, whereby you don't want other people to, take away your means of livelihood, which, nobody is taking anybody's livelihood away. All we are asking for is to be recognized, as brothers and sisters, and like one of my teachers said, that it's like a situation where two brothers who had been away for a long time, who never knew each other from Adam, now coming together. But the one that is older knew the one that is younger very well. But the one that is younger is refusing to know the one that is older, obviously because he was young while he was taken away from the land. So that is the reason, that may be one of the reasons why, because the one that is younger does not actually know that his elder brother, he doesn't know what he looks like. But the older brother knows how the younger brother looks like. That's the way I can explain it.
Ayo, in your experience, can you tell me how long have practitioners of the Lukumi tradition been traveling to Nigeria?
Well, it's been a long time.
Would you say about 10 years or more?
It's been more. It's been more because I remember when I started my training under His Eminence Professor Wande Abimbola in Ile-Ife with my brother Kolako Abimbola. I remember, during those times we used to have visitors from all over the world. And some of the people who came into our residence, because I lived with Professor Wande Abimbola virtually all my life, ever since I grew up. I knew that some of these people who used to come during that time were Lukumi priests from South America. That's dating back to maybe like about, we were talking about almost 30 years ago. So the insurgence, of people coming into African tradition from South America has been, going on for a long time.
Now, Chief, does it surprise you that for many years, Lukumi practitioners have been traveling to Nigeria to receive initiations, to participate in Yoruba rituals? But when Yoruba rituals first began to be done in Miami, Florida, when that started happening, then you saw all this protest from certain members of the Lukumi community. Does that surprise you?
That's $1 million question. The reason is because, you see, initially, like I told you before, that you see the economic sense, there is no religion in the world, spirituality, politics, and the economy. Those are the three things that you mix together for you to have a viable religion, irrespective of wherever that religion is based. I realize that, don't let me use the word sneaking, but you see, people got to know that, the foundation of all these things that we practice in the Lukumi system actually originated from Africa. And if Africa happens to be the motherland, some people decide to go there, to go and taste from the water. Like an Ifa verse says under Owani Dagba, it says, Òtítọ́ mọ̀mọ́ dé o, omi ìlẹ̀rọ̀, ẹni tó bá débẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kó bù mu. Said truth is here, is the water of appeasement in Ile-Ife. Says anybody that gets there, let him have a taste. People from all over the world should come and taste the truth of the religion as it is founded in Ile-Ife by Orunmila. So those people who came in here, they came in here to come and have a taste of what it is like. And when they saw what it is like, they want other people to also have a taste of what it is like. But because of that economic sense, because of the political sense, because of the not even the spiritual sense now, those two factors, political and economic, some people saw it as a threat to their, maybe to their means of livelihood, because that's the way I see it. By the time these people who first made the incursion went back to the US, to Venezuela, to Cuba, to impart what they saw on other people, to tell them their experiences, other people want to come and drink from that water of appeasement in Ile-Ife. And that was, I believe, the beginning of so many other, domino effect. The effect of which we have in Miami of recent, for people, calling themselves names, which is not supposed to be. All of us are brothers, and we are supposed to live together as brothers and sisters.
So, Chief, in your opinion, the root of the problem is economics.
I have, all conviction to say the root of the problem, one, is economic, two, is political, because, there are some people who feel that they have been addressed as Chief Babalawo in one, perspective, which ultimately now became, let me give you an example from the Nigerian context. You have been a CEO of a big bank in Nigeria, and all of a sudden you discover that that bank has failed. Now you are now being asked to come and take, a starting role in another bank to start all together. You feel like as if you have been, demoted to come and start from all over again. So some people don't want to actually, relinquish that factor to realize that even if you are a grand Babalawo, you are still learning. Like as I am today, I'm still learning. Everybody, I may be a chief, I may be this, I may be that, but that is not what I carry on my head. What I carry on my head is the Wakwele, which has to be the epitome of the behavior of every Babalawo in the world. Of course, everybody who misbehaves is known, or to, not to have that basics of the Wakwele. So the root of the problem, in summary, can be traced back to one, political, like I said, and then two, economic. Because when you realize that your means of livelihood, most of these so-called Babalawos possibly don't have any other source of livelihood. And when you look at them and you see that your means of livelihood is being threatened, one definitely have to fight for, survival.